You get the betting edge with Steve Merrill at wagertalk.com, the deep dive on the NFL and college football right there. But Steve is kind enough to stop by every Thursday and provide some advice on the various top college football games across the nation. So not just here on the Clemson channel, but check out Steve's segments with us on all the Voice of College Football channels. Louisville, Clemson. Wow, Clemson coming off a rough one in South Bend. Louisville playing much better football, Steve, with 4 consecutive wins, a touchdown underdog in Death Valley.
Yeah, it's been an up and down season for Louisville, who, they're 6-3 on the year, but as you said, they were just 2-3 a month ago. But yes, they're playing good football right now. Not only is it 4 straight wins and covers against the spread, they've been an underdog or a slight favorite in all 4 of those games. So they've all been very competitive games at Virginia, Pitt, and Wake. Good James Madison team, who they really spanked last week. So I do think Louisville's peaking at the right time. The big question for me, Mark, in this game is which Clemson team shows up. Is this a team that was ranked, 4th in the playoff rankings when they first came out last week, has now fallen 6 spots to number 10? Do they feel they still have their season alive at 8-1, or is this a Clemson team that thinks their season is over after that loss in Notre Dame last week? I personally don't think that was a bad loss. I actually had a strong best bet for my clients on Notre Dame plus the points at wagertalk.com, so that was not a surprise. A little surprised that they won 35-14, but they did have a 2-0 turnover edge, the Irish, that is. Clemson's offense did struggle against a very good Notre Dame defense. I do think they're taking a little bit of a step down in class against Louisville, but Louisville's still pretty good defensively. 19.5 points per game allowed, just 5.5 yards per play. So if there is a little bit of a hangover here for Clemson, they better be careful. Tie-breaking factor for me will be the math model. I run 10,000 simulations in the database, and the average result was Clemson by 6.5. Current line is 7. Yes, it's only a half-point difference, but 7 is a very key number. It's second only to the number 3 in football betting. About 5% of the time, Clemson will win this game by exactly 7 points. So I do think it's 7 or more. There's some value with Louisville, especially if Clemson's a little hungover after that Notre Dame loss.
Get this, folks. If you go to patreon.com, search MarkRogersTV, you can talk college football 24/7, 365 on the Discord with the knuckleheads. But you also get Steve's under-the-radar selection of the week, 9-1 against the spread. He slipped up the one time, but unbelievable. 9-1 against the spread. I didn't have the sense to go with him last week, but Steve, 9-1 against the spread. So check out the exclusive pick that you only get there on patreon.com. Search MarkRogersTV for the deep dive. Again, it's wagertalk.com with Steve, NFL college football. Steve, thanks so much.
Hey, thanks, Mark.